Welcome back, everybody, to Just Cardboard. Hey, it's mail day. I was kind of shocked to see this package back already. I grabbed my invoice from SGC. You can see right here is a SGC. It sent us back. No, this is not the same box that I sent out because I tape my corners here. If you guys watched the last one I did on a upscale grading, I looked at that box real close, and it looked like it had a knife cut right across here. It looks like it had tape on the corners. And I'm like, man, that looks like the same box that I shipped them, because that's about how I package it. After I pulled the label back a little bit, I seen the old label underneath of it. It's the label I put on. So I wasn't too impressed with that grading company, because, I mean, these boxes, seriously, are free at your local post office. And if you can't get into a local post office to grab one, you can go online and have them shipped to you for nothing. So I was not too impressed when a grading company does that. Of course, it ain't one of the top four. This one is. This is one of the top four grading companies. They didn't use the same box I shipped them. Well, let's get off that soapbox and get this thing open and look at it. So I already know what the grades are. I kind of cheated and looked. But there's a couple of them I have some concerns with. And the rest of them are okay. So this is the SGC Topps Chrome Special. These came back quick. I was pretty shocked because, SGC's in Florida. They had the hurricane down there. So I was kind of shocked how quick these came back. So, in fact, September 19th is when I placed the order online. And today is October 4th, and they're already back. This is why I use SGC, one of the top four grading companies. They ship quick, so I like that. And you get your bag back, and there it is. It's got an SGC label on the bag, nice bubble wrapped. Got some extra packaging in the box to go with it. So let's get these open. And there's a crossover in this. That's why I got DGA. Business card out there, because there is a DGA crossover in this thing. That's the one we're going to talk about. I'm going to save that one last because I was kind of worried when I got that one back. So we'll talk about it later. You get these nice rubber bands back, black rubber bands that I saved and used to ship them back in again to SGC or somebody else. So I see what when I got there. Let's grab this top one right here. We got a 2024 Topps Chrome L.A. De La Cruz. It's a base card. It looks nice in the slab. It really does. 9. I bought this one off eBay. And I thought it's a little narrow over here and a little wider over here. I thought it was better than a 9. But hey, maybe there's something there. I knew there was a little bit of damage on the top edge when I was kind of wipe it down with my microfiber cloth. I seen a little damage up there. So that's probably what made it a 9 between the centering and that. I thought it probably should have been a 9.5, but hey, that's me. I'm not a grader. So this is a nice one. Bo Jackson, 2021 Topps Update. Chrome 1986 design. It got 10. Really love this card. It's a nice card. I'm shocked it's got a 10 because anything with a black border on it is hard to grade. Impressed. And the other thing is that last card we had actually had a sleeve on it. And the first card, the first and last card on the SGCs will have a protective sleeve on the slab. The rest of them won't. But you can go to your local Walmart and get some graded card sleeves. They fit these things just perfect. I mean, you couldn't ask for anything better. So I go to Walmart and get the graded card sleeves because these SGC slabs just fit perfect in them. PSA or DGA or somebody like that, just they're too big. But these are the bigger slabs, and those graded card sleeves from Walmart work great on these things. So I will get some of those and put on there. 2024 Topps Chrome 89 design of Mark McGwire. There's a nice card too, Mark McGwire. It's a 10. We're starting to get back in here with the 90s here. You know, the late 80s, early 90s, the junk wax era. These are definitely some good players back in the junk wax era days. You know, Mark McGwire and Bo Jackson. So, kind of want to get a modern card of those guys. I kind of like to send them in. So, like I said, I'll get a sleeve on that one. Here's one I pulled out of a box of Topps Chrome. The only box of Topps Chrome that I bought was a blaster box from Walmart. And of course, I got a Victor Wembanyama, and it's a 10. So I'm kind of happy about that. Round ball royalty. So Wembanyama, I got a 10. 2023-24 Topps Chrome. R26 Victor Wembanyama. Round ball royalty. Nice card. I'll see if I can get that going on the eBay store real quick. See how long that lasts. That would do real well on this one here. Impressed for being a low-end sports card guy that I am. I know. I graded a base card. I got people yelling and screaming at me, "You graded a base card. Why are you wasting your time and money on a base card?" Yeah, I was kind of hoping to be higher, but it's not. So that's what happens when you do low-end sports cards. So it's not as good. This very last one here is a crossover from DGA. This is a Tom Brady card. And I was kind of trying to show you how close DGA is on their grading. And this one here just kind of went a little farther than I thought it was going to be. I figured it was a good 8, but that's a 2003 Topps Chrome Tom Brady. Yeah, it's another base card, I understand. But here's what DGA had for Brady. Had a 7.5. And what I like about DGA, they put the subgrades there for you. Those are free. You don't pay extra for those. SGC don't have subgrades. PSA doesn't have subgrades. Beckett and CGC, or CSG formerly, do have subgrades, but you pay extra for them. So since these are the top 4 we're talking about, 2 of them have subgrades you pay for. The other 2 companies don't have subgrades. And anybody else should be putting subgrades on there for nothing. They should be putting a plastic sleeve over the slab, and they should be giving you subgrades for nothing, which DGA does both. So that's why I like them. And the other ones, I mean, they are my local grader too, so I can't complain about that. So Cerning was an 8, which you can kind of tell. It's narrower on this side than that side, so centering is off. Edges were 8.5, corners were 9, and surface was a 7. And the only thing I did when I broke this out of that DGA slab was wiped it down with a microfiber cloth and make sure all the fingerprints, dust, and dirt was off of it. It's the only thing I did to it. Put it back in a penny sleeve, put in a card saver 1, went to my computer, put the order in. That's all I do with any of these. Like I said, I was figuring these as an 8, but we got to remember, and I'm going to say this, I am not slamming any grading company. I am not slamming any grader for their abilities, because I don't think I can do any better. I know I couldn't do any better, but I'm going to say maybe the grader at DGA was a little more experienced than the SGC, and why I'm saying that is because this was the Top Chrome special. Maybe they're having their newer or less experienced guys grade these since they's at a cheaper price. That's my thoughts. Like I said, I'm not criticizing anybody because we're all humans. Humans make mistakes. Maybe this grader at DGA seen something that this other grader from SGC didn't see. So, with that in mind, These are humans grading these cards. They make mistakes, just like all humans do. So that's something to keep in mind when you're sending these to some of these grading companies. I sent some cards to Tag over here. I've used Tag a couple other times. I got another, I think 5 or 6 card order in with Tag right now, and I use those because sometimes I'll take cards from maybe like SGC, DGA, or PSA that I thought maybe wasn't quite right. Maybe we'll have Tag look at this because they do the artificial and intelligence grading where they have the computer scan it. So sometimes I'll do that. Like I said, it's a nice Tom Brady card. I didn't think I was going to score that high because DGA gave it a 7.5. I figured it was an 8. Here I got an 8.5. I can't complain. I got an 8.5. I actually went up. I've actually have some DGA cards and actually went down with SGC. So maybe the guy at DGA wasn't well experienced, or maybe he didn't see something. You got to remember, these guys at SGC have 5 to 10 day turnaround times, and they don't have the card. They're not able to hold that card in their hand and look at it at a long period of time. Compared to DGA has I think it's like a 30-day turnaround time. So those guys have a little bit more time to look at that card. So there's just a few what ifs in all these equations. Like I said, I'm not downgrading any grader. I'm not downgrading any grading company. Just a couple thoughts and a couple things to keep in your guys' mind when you send cards off to, I don't care where you send cards to, any kind of grading company. Might have a little less experienced grader. That grader might be having a bad day. Maybe that grader's having a good day. It's just something to keep in mind. I mean, they're humans. They make mistakes like all humans. So that's sometimes I use Tag. I just use Tag because the ANI. Sometimes I question something. Sometimes I'm totally wrong. Maybe the grader did a good job, and I've got stuff back from Tag that, wow, maybe that grader was right. So that happens too. So, but hey, that's all I had today. Like I said, I put this order on September 19th, and here it is, October 4th. I already got my order back. So SGC says 5 to 10 business days. And where I live is in West Central Illinois. So, and remember, I shipped these things when the hurricane was going on in Florida, and they still got it back. Quick. I like their slabs. They're quick. I like their slabs, and I think they do good work. So I recommend SGC being one of the top 4, and I think DGA and Tag should be up there too. I mean, I understand PSA's the #1 grading company. Beckett, I've never used Beckett. I've got some Beckett cards I never sent to Beckett. I've got some people that have some bad vibes about Beckett and said some bad things, so I kind of stayed away from Beckett. I've used that CGC when it was CSG. They kept changing labels and kept changing names. I'm like, yep, done with you guys. So, but I mean, as far as grading, I didn't mind them. But I mean, as far as 2 grading companies, I've used PSA, and I'll probably use them again. And I use SGC, and I use DGA, and I've used Tag. So I think DGA and Tag should be up there in the top 5, 6, maybe 7 list right in that area. So that's my personal opinion. I haven't used all the grading companies, but just my experience with them. So till the next card show, mail day, or we will get in touch again. So you all have a good night, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.